I saw this quote one time that said, "If you're not passionate, you're wasting your time." And I couldn't agree more with that. If any, all things you do, you should be passionate. When we think about the word passionate, well, in the Webster's dictionary, it's strong and a barely controllable emotion. I think even in there it says the suffering and death of Jesus, but there was one too. It says intense sexual love, but my favorite is an intense desire or enthusiasm for something, a thing arousing enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. When we break that word apart in Greek, enthusiasm comes from the word entheos, which translates to in God. You see, when you're enthusiastic and when you arouse your enthusiasm, you are literally in God, meaning that the God source, the divine, is literally having an experience through you, which brings that enthusiasm. It brings happiness. It sparks joy. You love it. It makes you step more and more and more and more into what we call flow, right? Your passion is what lets you step into the vortex, as Abraham Hicks would teach us, the vortex, the flow of life. You step into the vortex because you're happy, you're passionate, it arouses enthusiasm. I have a friend who recently they told me, Jack, I want to be a drag queen. And I said, oh, Lord, help us. Here we go again. Here's another one. Just kidding. But I said, okay, go for it, baby girl, go, go ahead, my love, go do your thing. You have my full support. Excuse me. And then little by little, we keep talking about it, and they want to go work this one show downtown. But then the thoughts come into the mind, those thoughts that do not serve us, right? And he starts to second guess himself. He starts questioning himself. And just off the record, you should never question your passion. If it sparks enthusiasm, if you are enthusiastic about it, and it sparks joy, if it arouses your enthusiasm, by all means, go do it. Ask questions later. Worry about the look later. He starts saying, my makeup isn't all that, which I think he's beautiful, to be honest with you. I don't think the problem is the makeup. The problem is the mindset, you see, because it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how much makeup you paint on your face. It doesn't matter how beautiful your garments and your gowns and all that stuff is. It doesn't matter how high your shoes are. If you don't got no passion, girl, you ain't got nothing. And you know how the audience knows when you have passion, because remember, when you're passionate, you arouse enthusiasm, and enthusiasm means in God. So that means that God source that lives within you, it radiates. That light radiates through your ether. That light radiates out into it radiates from within a vibration that reaches out to the cosmos, that goes out into the heavens, and the same thing that lives inside of the audience, that lives inside of you, lives inside the audience, and they can see that. Not only can they see that, that is a feeling, and that is a feeling to be had. When you watch someone who is passionate, you feel what they feel. You can, and we've seen people who are not passionate. We will not talk about them. You don't need much talent these days to make it, right? And we've seen that, and they come a dime a dozen. But the passionate people, the ones who have that fire, and what I told him was, I said, you need to stop worrying about that face. You need to stop worrying about your gowns, and you need to see where the passion is, because laying down dormant deep within every single one of us, there is a flicker of passion that is dying to come out. And what you do is you find that flicker, and you turn that flicker into a flame, and you fan the flames of desire, and you really bring that passion out. That passion can burn so bright, like I said, it radiates through the cosmos. So when you bring that passion out, every single person that's in that audience will notice that. And quite frankly, your look at that point won't matter. What are you passionate about? What are some things that arouse your enthusiasm? You ever seen some people, well, we won't go there, but think about what you love to do, and then go do it passionately. Go create today something that you are passionate about. Maybe you like to paint. Pick up a paintbrush and create a beautiful piece of artwork with passion. Maybe you like to write and you're a storyteller. Go tell a story. Pick up the pen. Go write your story. Do it with passion. Maybe you like to love on people. Go do that today. And love with passion. The same love, remember in Theos, the same love that God has for us. Go do it in your creation. You are the creator. Go live passionately, darling.